Wait, this not work.
Good afternoon, guys. This is another episode of the 2.5 Stooges. Yo, can do that.
No, you can't. No, you can know who's one of the
So
the
that
complete stooge.
Because me could say Stooges.
Yes, he could
That's
pronounce
bad.
the word stooges. Stooge can't say stooge. You understand? Well, let's give him the opportunity to reintroduce himself once more. Go ahead.
Yes. Good afternoon, guys. This is the 2.5 Stooges podcast with your host, whatever, Philip Peter. To my right, I have
Javon Simpson.
and to my left, I have Renard Anderson. This is another
Can't live
episode.
with the rhythm.
Yeah. Thank you for your support again. The likes, shares, comments, and the subscriptions to our YouTube channel. Of course, remember to click the notification bell, light up the comment section. You see me?
Always argue with my comments. I like the arguments.
Me say really so easy and razor blade YouTube war. I don't know what it was, but a razor blade side me upon. Cause no man can kidnap me. Why upon that?
Why?
Why upon that you?
You ask why no man can't kidnap you?
No, why? No man can kidnap. Oh. Why? Upon the fact.
Say man a kidnap man.
Yeah, you know depend that.
Yeah.
You see me?
I will fix up it.
Yeah, yo, I did not see that. So, what we'll be looking at this episode is the topic, finishing what you have started. Now, that can be like built out in so many ways, but reason for doing this particular topic is that all three of us have completed the necessary components of our degree, and in the name of Jesus, we will not have any foolishness going on. So we just wanted to look at what did it take us to get here. And for those
years.
person, Jesus, please, you know, like 12 years, how you do so long?
I was thinking about it before I actually did it.
Oh,
Yeah, so the thought, a degree is more than just going there and doing it, you know.
Precisely.
Right? You have to. I have to be sure it's something I wanted to do, because a lot of persons run into doing degrees and don't know if it's something that they wanted to do.
And end up have to
And
change
they have to
during
change
the time.
or don't want to bother do it at all. I graduated high school. I left high school in 2010, and I took
I left in 2008.
I took 4 years. Not for 2 out of the 4 years, I didn't know that I was doing some self introspection. But the 2 years after, 2013, I felt like I needed to do something more, and then 2014, the opportunity presented itself for university. Actually, I was the president of a youth club, and the overseer for the youth club asked me if I'm not plan to go do a degree. A time for me to go to university now. She gave me the IUC form, both forms. She gave me the scholarship form and the regular form. I stand with two of them, right? The essay for the two of them. I send in two of them, and them tell me some only need for giving one. Then take the scholarship form, so I'm waste an essay. Waste up my time for forget recommendation.
Focus.
Right. And all of those things. And I left and went to Scotland, and when I came back from Scotland, I got the call to say boom. I did an interview before I left, but when I came back, I hear say, yo, boom, brother, you got accepted, and you get the scholarship for go as well. So that was also a deciding factor, because the scholarship say yeah go, because without the scholarship
Never they are gonna away.
never that gone away. Right. So it took a while. Some persons just run into it, and I think before we go into something with everything we do, before we can actually finish something, and before we start it, we need to know what we want to start. If it be a business, be it school, be it a relationship, be it any venture that you go into, you first have to know. But don't take long and think about
Don't
it.
dilly-dally and
Don't
waste
dilly-dally.
time.
Don't try to get everything perfect before you
Be objective.
you go into it.
Be
Because
driven.
I was told when I was applying, I was thinking of the fact that I didn't have any money to apply for university. And somebody told me that if you wait on money to do something, you will never do it.
True.
So those are some little nuggets before.
Just like the persons who are waiting to be perfect before them become Christians.
Yeah.
Yeah, waste time, brother. Cause no. We won't tell you how many years we have been saved in together, meaning that if we put all of the years, we would have individually been saved for. And if you try to divide it, we still kind of far from the neighborhood of perfect people.
I know much time I fall this a week. Much I start today.
I fall today, brother. With one taxi man.
That's a story.
It's Corona time, right? And we're told that we should the taxi should have one less persons in the taxi. This taxi man was send me in a 7-seater run at the back. The 2 person already there. And because it's a girl, me if you go around and go itch up beside her. So me say me now go run at the back, him start cuss me out and tell me say, my body man, calm down man. Me now want itch up beside that woman. And
people woman, you know.
Me never know.
Not even you're a woman, you don't know
I
who
know the
that.
girl from Adams, much as Eve. The man cuss me out, dog, run, go here fish. Or if you don't want to sit down beside that woman, slam down in my face. And I did answer him, and after I answered him, I felt bad. I said, because he got me a bit irritated, and I should have controlled my. I should be in a place where I can control my.
I think that's something you need to talk about one day, because as to why Jamaicans need to call everybody fish when they meet up.
Because it
once
work.
Once they have a disagreement,
because it work. Because when them listen, and this is an aside argument, but listen. When Jamaicans argue, we don't argue to hash out the best points.
Yeah, they're telling anything.
We argue to put you down.
Yeah, in an
you
emotion.
see me?
Yeah,
so if you beat it with your logic and you make sense, we go for the automatic duppy.
Yeah,
you must see fish. Like that relate to that. You see me?
Or tell the person about their mother. Because they might try to get you to react emotionally. Rather than even
I know them can't win with
them
logic.
Can't win
not with logic.
Them don't know what them are do, but it's a strategy.
Yeah, and there's something I say if you argue, don't argue with a fool, because if you do, they will draw you down to their level and beat you with experience.
Because they know how to do it.
Yeah.
So
back.
Yeah man, walk back. Yeah man. So in terms of my story now, we just go condense it.
Yeah.
Because we want to encourage you that regardless of where you are in your journey,
so you're on an easy road.
Jesus, I'm killing mosquito, Javan. God, man.
You finally kill it?
No.
God, yo.
No sense, brother.
Yo.
No,
Jesus, please. Sorry, people, but
about 3 opportunities the mosquito
yo.
I second one. Leave it alone.
So you're different mosquito? So that's why you kill them, so?
Back
to it.
No, man, different, brother. Yo, so I left Jonathan Grant High in 2008. So you don't know, say we're big people. So I transferred. Quick story. I started high school at St. Jago High. I had transferred in 4th form to Jonathan Grant High. No, I was not a criminal, people. My parents were trying to punish me.
Say that trouble?
No, but I just did so hard years. And as you can see, Jonathan Grant is a brand named school now. I was there.
Well,
you know what I mean? I left a little blessing there.
Thank you, ma'am, for not punishing me that way.
Amen.
Yeah, no,
I don't know what I do.
Look here, hear the joke. And I know this is an aside again, but the truth of the matter is when it come on to the girl and brother,
what I know?
2 years them when me spend at Jonathan Grant was the
Worth
best.
It.
And don't think I got any action, by the way. I'm just saying that I was actually seen. It was so nice. When they the Jago.
Say you joke them, make it and them something.
Bro, like I made my way into a crew just off my jokes. Like, I felt so talented, bro.
Competition stiffer Jago.
Everybody bright. Everybody bright. Huh? Everybody feels say them bright. So when you go some man get 70 at Panates or 8 and you feel good in yourself. And the next man I go sabum yo dog, they get 94 and me not feel happy. You feel like you tell him about, is it me?
Yeah.
And then
imagine getting 74 as an average.
Well,
and last average I get.
Peter said get 74 as average. You know, we need to help and reach out my story.
Yo, me tell you something, man. So we got sabum man and the Jonathan Grant now. So I actually went back to St. Jago for 6th form. Reason being, Jonathan Grant never have a 6th form at the time. And if me go catch in 6th form, would have turn a baby father. Me no care what nobody wants say. Cause the girl them over Tessa, brother.
Oi.
Nothing good.
Ah.
So, and Tanya know what me I talk about. So,
Wow.
no, Tanya go Catherine. Tanya go Catherine. So we leave that where that is. You see me? So, after that, we go back at sixth form now, with the lower six, and me think say, me not lie, me watch too much movie. So, me feel say, when we go back at lower six, me would have been the man. Cause me show them say, yo,
Yeah, senior.
rags to riches. You see me? You see me? Brother, when me go back at the dog, they still not meds me. Me say, you know what? I'm tired of this. Cause me look on it say, when me go back at Jago now, it's like them still no see man. So me I say, no man, this can't work. Them time them are power.
They get a start of
Yes, bro. Yo. So after that, me say, alright, me now bother the upper six. Cause matter of fact, six form was a big joke. Me know say you have the youth them a Jago where they take six form serious. That was not me. You see me? So boom, go after that me go UTech. When we go UTech now, this is the irony of it all, people.
It has been
I
places,
went there to do a Bachelor of Education in, I think, Computer Science and Business Studies. I hated it. I never wanted to become a teacher, Javon. Never wanted to do it. And after a year, there was some problem in the second semester, and me did leave there so. Them time there, me not lie still, I think UTech was a fundamental or crucial experience for me, because at this so, me kind of improve. Me did already have the roasting skills, but those guys would go for your soul on a daily basis. You see me? Because me all have some embarrassing moment when me not talk about till me have picnic. So, after that, I started working with my father. They were like, yo, you need to go to college. And then say, me could go Jamaica Theological Seminary for do guidance and counseling. 1 semester. 1 dege semester. After that semester they done, I think me did get robbed in at that time. So I say, yo, me nah bother go back at that.
Get robbed?
Yeah. You remember that story there? You know, me can't say it now. So, and then the thing is that the place is creepy, brother, because every evening me have, because I would leave from work to go to school.
Yeah.
Me I go school at night and left school at night, and you have to walk on the lonely road they go back to Constant Spring. Me never so dedicated for education. That was not it. So stop and think, work full time with my father, go through another process again, cause them time them feel say my bossy, and you know, man them a work another set of roasting again. So now when you see me not miss with them, just know say enough trauma I go through. You see me?
Even that took some time to perfect.
Yeah, it took
Circumstances
time.
may be what I am.
Yeah, you see me? So boom, we'll go so and do that now, and I'd applied for IUC in 2014 to do theology, because that's what I wanted to do in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God me never do it, because I hate reading. So yeah, don't pay attention to that when you hear me preach. I read them. I just can't read the theology books. No bother with it. You kill that. Whoa! That's the 4th time you should have killed that mosquito.
Third.
A 4th. Just no
At
bother.
the third time.
But they just say 3rd before that. You can't count.
No, I say second before. I miss a third, I miss a third.
Alright. We know.
Second.
Leave you and the mosquito where you can't kill. So I'd applied to do theology. Dr. Campbell, Joseph Campbell, did follow me up every day. Well, not every day, but like every month. But the money wouldn't come. So I said, boy, I will not get to do it. 2016, I was at the St. Catherine Health Department working, and my mother said to me that, Lord, say, your time. And I said, if we go to school. But me, I say, yo, all right, God said, me not see how it got me, me just do it. So I applied again. Rochelle Hemmings was the admissions officer at the time. Funny enough, I ended up working in that seat. But at the time, she said, all right, switch from theology to guidance and counseling, because you got dead for hungry if you do theology. I said, Rochelle, you're cute and you have the engagement ring, so I can't get you. So me listen to what you say. Yeah, me just tell you the truth. That was a good thing. Say Ashish, you know, she and him dead now and whatever. But what was a woman start? Them say yo big. Them did all take this. Them did take the scholarship serious. Them time then. And them say yo if you say full time, you know, you can't have no work.
Yeah.
I mean I say yo dog, you mean it? I'm have to lift the work. I'll go school and now no money and right now. We no owe IUC nothing. And believe you me,
Yeah.
there are some things in life that you cannot pay for.
And that's not owing IUC
You see,
anything.
is one of those things that you cannot pay for. I sleep well at night.
Yes.
And that was all due to God's grace and His providence towards me.
Amen.
So keep on going.
Yes,
Do
indeed.
not
Have
stop.
to.
Jovan will tell his story and just wrap things up.
Alright.
We can't really discuss it beyond that.
So, I think the only reason I'm actually mentioning this part, I think perhaps it's something that I have to go in depth. Because I plan on talking about this
Hey,
at some
focus,
point.
focus.
No, I same thing I talk about.
Okay.
At some point, but you see, they were trying to keep me in check. I know I'm going to
In
go
check.
off track too much time.
In check.
Anyways, I'm mentioning this part now, going back this far because Peter mentioned 74%. I remember when going to the Camperdown, the Red and Blue
Everybody
institution.
I put the
There's
eye
no
on.
D. It's Camperdown, brother.
The Diamond in the East.
Diamond.
Of course,
Maca Diamond.
Die.
you see them people are trying to get me out. Them are trying to get me out.
Continue, sir. Sorry.
I'm trying to get me out. Yeah, shout out to the Red and Blue School. Anyways,
Man.
given that, as Peter would have said, you're going to a school where a lot of persons are maintaining a high average. I remember seeing much people I get A badge one time, and now me could do a stay devotion and look up on them.
Amen.
I call it them A badge.
What
because,
is that A?
to be honest, when I was going from 7th grade coming up, my average I'm low.
As long as my pass
My
My
average
average is average.
My average am not even average. My average below average.
Man,
Right?
why that
And-
sound like some cash pot
and
number, brother?
cash pot it was.
Saying you didn't
and
ever
so-
win nothing yet?
Just like I asked a
And so
question,
at the end of the day, I remember because I think the focus was that when I went to Camperdown, the focus was that first of all, one of the things that actually pushed me there was the track and field program that they had, and the second thing was the mere fact that they were
Giovanna,
a
this is
traditional high
interesting.
school.
Continue, bro.
Yes,
Remember-
guys, I actually embraced track and field in my younger days. So those are the things in which I actually pushed
I was
for.
on running shoes.
Those are actually the things. This is what I tried. Alright, so those are the things in which I was actually pushing for at first. And so I was also this person that when I came to high school, I was coming from a school where I was very popular. And so I was so used to that mentality or that
Boy
behavior
lifestyle,
that
bro.
when I got to high school, I felt as though nobody could talk to me as it pertains to certain
Hot
things.
boy
So
lifestyle, bro.
teacher tell me
Hot
say,
boy summer.
I remember in the 7th grade, me and the maths teacher kick off.
boy, school life.
I guess that's why
My
I
word.
started hating math after a while. But to fast forward, after 5th form, left 5th form in 2011, went to lower 6 in 2012. Didn't bother with upper 6 because, to be honest, I went to 6th form because it was always a dream to go to 6th form. Nothing beyond that.
Yeah, because 6th form
And-
was really
and-
that place where you
Yo,
Yeah.
me state it from
White shirt.
I'm like, listen me now I'm not going to 6th form.
No, me just
Brother.
see why
And
we
there are
do 6
people, a couple
white
people who are
white
ups-
shirt.
people who don't know me from don't know me. Like you have people in my community who are upset because I didn't go to 6th
coulda
form.
been- I
Yeah,
expect to
because
see in the
the
judges-
white,
judges
bro,
stuff, you
is
know?
a different type of.
Yeah.
You see me?
And I didn't. My mother could afford it one. Me never want to go two. So me not go.
Well,
Man go work.
I
we
went.
understand, cause remember,
I went-
enough girl will lose to 6th form.
I went, and to be honest, I didn't necessarily regret the time. As a matter of fact, I more regret not going to upper 6. But at the same time, I don't regret it that much because I believe that if it is that I went to upper 6, my life would have taken a different pathway.
That's right.
Because the thing is that, as I say, I was doing track and field training at the time, and one of the things about Camperdown and many other institutions that are good in the track and field area.
Judges.
Yes, sir. Like
When judges win
like
something.
judges and St. Jago. Let me
But
just,
still,
let me
but
just,
when-
in-
no,
let me
but
just
when-
include Jago
but-
before you say Jago.
what's
No,
still-
man, me not run him down, but judges
still
no do
good.
nothing in
Not
that
still
tracks.
good.
them
No,
them
no,
a come
man.
back. Them
We
a
have-
build them
we have
program.
runners.
Oh.
They're
They
building
probably
back their
no win,
program.
but them can run.
They're building back their program. But
Okay.
yeah, such as schools like those, you realize that the past student association, or at least the track and field association, normally pay for the athletes to do SAT so they could make the transition to go overseas. So I was looking forward to that along with some of my teammates, and I believe that if I actually took that route, then I wouldn't have done psychology. I would have decided to embrace the graphic design part of it. And so even as it pertains to lower six, leaving lower six, my mind was at doing graphic design, guys. I love doing graphic design, and so it was something
in the future.
It was something that I was embracing, and I was thinking about going Edna man college, right? But then, funny story, might not be funny to some people because they might get offended.
They should be.
But I said that I was going to Edna money, right? I got the papers to sign and everything, and you know where money I come from, you know, remember, you know, but where I move, right? And so at that time, as a matter of fact, step back a little bit, I got saved in 2012 as well. So leaving lower six farm, and that's how you know that God is actually working in His own mysterious ways. Because if it is that I actually went to upper six, I don't believe that my Christianity would have survived. I don't think it would have survived in 2013.
Six farm, the S in a six farm stands for one thing, you know, brother.
Because leaving from lower six, because leaving lower six, no, I think lower six is kind of easier because I had a girlfriend at that time, but then we break up. So me going back to upper six single now would have been a different thing, right? So anyways,
not you.
So anyways, I became a Christian. So of course I was operating under faith basis now. So it was no longer me just moving based on my own intuition. It was more like a faith-based type of thing. I was trying to embrace it as much as possible. And so I said that I wanted to go to Edna. I told somebody about it specifically. The person was like, no. And this person was my mother, so don't think he's my mother. The person was like, no. Not with them guy up there. And I was like, wait, what?
This is where we
I want to get in depth into that.
But the truth is that you were not wrong.
And so
Listen, for the perception, let me clarify. For the perception of people who think that Edna is only
I don't believe it. I don't
breathing ground for them guys. That is not true.
It's not only not
no,
only.
Yeah,
it's everywhere.
They want to knock off like girl them, but we just say
it's everywhere. It's everywhere. But at the time, the person in which
there was a perception of Edna because
there still is.
Yeah, there's still a stigma on Edna because they think artsy people are
yeah, they think that, but it's not the truth. It's not the truth. But at the end of the day. It's not the truth on a general basis.
But you're weird.
It's not the truth on a general basis. However, it's not the truth on a... You are weird, Renard. I am weird as well, and Philip is very weird as well. So weird that means strange, that's why. That's why I embrace the weirdness. Anyways, so when the person said that to me, I was like, wait, but this person not even a... I only told this person about college because I wanted help from this person financially. That's just the truth. And so the person was like, no. The person was like, you take her, you. And I was like, alright, I would consider it if it is that you're going to help me financially. Long story short, that person didn't help me financially. So of course I was left.
Yo, that's a rose.
I was left as it pertains to that. Sorry. Nevertheless, my mother was there with me 100%. Nevertheless, she never knew where the money come from. Same way, but she still led her with me 100%. And it so happened that one of my mentors actually stepped in, and I have to just thank God because one of my mentors stepped in and she was like, yo, no, you know, waste of time, you know. You go to college. And same thing like with Renard, like she presented the papers, scholarship paper, everything, and I was like, wait, scholarship? Me can't get scholarship. You know my average. You know my grades. And when she presented the scholarship paper, I applied, did the essay. They called me for an interview. When I went for the interview, it was like a panel type of thing, and I think at that time it was like the first time I ever present myself to a panel. So you know, sweater probably run in the back of my head part. And persons are asking you questions all over the place, and I'm like, wait, what?
Why should we choose you?
Yes, and so at that time I realized that because I actually prayed before me going to the interview. I was like, and I just got take over because me, especially at that point in time, I was a very shy person. Not very shy, but I was pretty shy.
All three of us got scholarships,
yeah, that's how God works. Okay. And so I was pretty shy,
So
and
who-
so I believe that it was most definitely God that actually stepped in at that point in time and helped me to answer the questions truthfully, of course, and as firmly as possible. And long story short, again, me get the scholarship. I'm start going IUC, but then the enemy stepped in, and the enemy was like, "Yo, Javan, you're not complete this. You're gonna drop out by the first year," and because
Yeah, that problem
that's a
too.
typical story that
Yeah.
you hear of persons, and you hear about college as being this big bad thing where you can't really get
I
through
think the first
at
year
all.
was like the hardest.
And so I was like, "Yo, no man, I can't deal with this." And I'm gonna say it again. Long story short, again, it almost done, people. I remember the first year I did something called communication studies. If you remember me.
communication skills, that
Yeah.
yo,
And Renard was in my class. Renard, no.
Me with a bright piece of man.
no, but
So-
you know, some say up at school,
so-
And she
So-
used to teach John, he's a
So-
bright man. You know,
No, I mean, I remember she
no,
was.
she bright to
the
the
thing
point,
was
too.
that-
yeah, she.
And
she
she
bright.
faced it. She faced it
I should
too.
know her thing.
So the thing was that. So the thing was that I was doing this
Atas,
communication
you know.
studies, right?
Atas woman.
And usually I would be good in English. But the thing is that being in college, you know, having this bad perception of college, you feel like you're already defeated. Because that's just your perception, that's just your thought process. And so you move along the pathway as being a defeated person. And so that's where God stepped in again. And he stepped in the form of, you know, giving me the confidence, giving me the spiritual power, the faith, and also allowing my mentor to actually speak up for me at that point in time, because in communication studies I did an exam.
A skills, bro. Come skills, bro.
I did an exam, and I think it was actually com skills a one. I think it was one at the time.
You didn't know the two yet. Remember? So
Yeah, I think it was one. Yeah, I think it was one for it. And so I did it, and them time I don't know more APA really and truly, to be honest. But we were learning about it.
What we
But
know
we were
about
le-
APA
still
now?
alone.
But we were learning about it, and
Still I learn.
And so she,
There's no roman.
and so she was like, I did the essay, and I was like, in my mind, I'm like, yo, yeah man, we're just a flow in my head. I'm just a write it like a genius type of thing, and the essay sounded good to me, and I'm sending it in, and she was like,
What is?
and
What
when we
is
get what the paper was like, because I made no referencing at all. And when I got no, I did some citing, but I did like 1 and 2 citing, not much citing.
Wikipedia.
And so she was like,
Jesus.
wait, and so she just circle some part and be like, what's the title again? I never watch it right, but I should put a reading mark
You
in
know
on it.
it's Earth. You
And at
remember?
the end of the day, of course it did, because to me I was like, no, I mean, yeah, it what I talk about.
Star boy.
And so she said,
You know
no man, and whatever. And I got a low grade. I got a low grade for that. I didn't pass. That paper wasn't a pass paper. And so at the end of the day, but nevertheless, it would have added up to help me to pass the course. Nevertheless, I remember after that though, the thing about IUC was that you had to maintain a B average to
Yeah.
maintain that scholarship. And so I was like, yo, B. Me is usually a D student, so me I go reach a B and reach a
Man,
college.
from them time.
And so
Don't stop.
she was like, well, she gave me, I think I got a failing grade. No, she said that she didn't get an assignment from me, and it was the same assignment that I got that low grade for. I was like, nah man, you get me an assignment, man, because I remember good. So you give me a low grade. And she was like, I have to present it. And I remember that day I was walking from IUC going back to Taffetry. I was walking past Emancipation Park, and believe you me, tears reach on my eyes. Like me, I say, yo, let down everybody, let down my mentor, let down my mother, let down myself. Because look at now, I'm going to just fail a course here, I'm going to just lose a scholarship, I'm going to drop out of school. And those are all the thoughts the enemy were putting in my mind. And by the time, I think it's like mother called me, and I was talking to her, and she's like, you know, mother's intuition, like, they always pick up when something wrong with them pitney. And she's like, what happened to you? I say, yo, you know, say, because me I try ease her into it, you know.
You
I can't just get everything one time. So I was like, you know, say lecturer at them and say, yo, she don't get to work from, but I know me do it, because she give me a low grade on it. And she was like, alright then, let's say nothing else. And she called my mentor. And when she called mentor now, I won't say who my mentor is, because my mentor actually had some linky at the school. And so she then stepped in, and she was like, she actually knew Miss Murray. So she called Miss Murray, and I'm like,
Everybody knew Miss Murray.
I'm saying, no man, and like she like told her to check. And good thing about it is that, thanks be to God, I went home and I searched. My mother told me to search for it. And I searched for the paper and I found the paper. And I brought it back. So where the link kind of came in was that, she gave me more time to bring it in, the physical thing. And so, long story short, again, we get through the first year. Second year was good. Third year. Another funny thing is that, I kid you not, and it's not even a show off thing. Remember me tell you, say, me and you two are come from very low averages, First year, second year, third year, I failed not one course.
Third year was it for me.
And third year was that year. See, Renard said third year was that year I actually failed the course. And third year was. I still never believe I failed the course.
No, but I think.
But let me just keep on the down low. I don't want to bring the institution into the argument.
Third year was
no, but that's weird because I think the one course I'm failed are fundamentals, and it was in third year, first semester.
No, no fundamentals with it. And
fundamentals are psychology.
They said that I
say I fail the exam.
I'm saying I fail.
I think I failed the coursework.
But
me not bother run that.
I remember what them said. Me not run it down.
Come and tell me really fail that.
And no, I don't think I failed it.
Me thinks I failed the coursework.
Them say I failed the exam and it was. When they said I failed the exam, the reason why I knew that I didn't fail the exam was because when we actually went into the exam as a group, all of we came out and we were like, yo, we did believe the exam got harder than that. And we did. I believe that we did well.
Outside,
at
people
it.
Me tell what me
right.
Me tell Jay what for right. Jay right when me tell Jay for right.
Which exam?
The same fundamental.
Oh, not fundamental to me.
Me going go right when me tell Jay for right.
Apparently your handwriting bad.
Psychometrics.
My handwriting is bad.
Psychometrics was my one. And we actually have to I ended up after do back over the coursework itself. The exam I had to do back over again.
My handwriting is terrible.
But that's weird.
And I was like,
so you tell me, say all three of us were on scholarships. All three of us failed one course in third year. All three of us finished now. That's so no sumo right there.
And so
all those people who have problem with the fact that IUC gives scholarship, we have 3 testaments right here. Because when we're rich, we owe it to God and by extension to the institution, regardless of what people
as
want.
much as though men them have rough patches, I think I've always said it. I've always said that, due to the fact that I never believed that I would actually be a person that have a degree. Yeah. Like, me always say, yo, that deserve, like, I'm one of them patriotic person the way. You say, once you represent me well, I'm going to try to represent you well, in a sense. And once you give me the opportunity, I'm going to try and repay as best as possible. So, I think one day I'll try to do that as best as possible. And I know the Lord will bless us to be able to do that.
We just go spend money, we're not getting none of them though.
Yeah, man, so I don't know if I'm going to do something to IUC, I don't know, Camperdown and big school like Georgia in the primary, forget it as well.
New Providence
so
primary and STGC.
Go and pray for me.
I tell you.
If you go too much school, you have money for money to get out of school.
I want Scooby that's
in the Lord's name, me will.
I just want Scooby doggy. I'm not calling names.
Philip, no, you don't call. You don't say again.
You don't say again.
No.
So you have to include you. No, you have to include Diego. You have to include Jonathan. You have to include your primary. Include JTS.
You have to include Arsa Prep.
Jesus.
You have to include St. Catherine High.
You
have to include
St. Catherine High too?
No man, St. Catherine Primary. Arsa Prep then St. Catherine Primary.
Why?
Because you have to move, bro. You see me?
Guys, make a wrap up this because we got 30 minutes.
Yeah, man, I hear a story.
Thank you guys for actually staying here. If you lasted this long, we really thank you.
What matter of fact, what we'll do, since you have made it to this part of the video, we'll ask you to ask us a question in the comment section that we will answer in the next video.
Precisely.
Alright.
You can go ahead and do that. Even if you want to give individual questions. So one for Peter, one for Renard, one for me. Renard is here saying no.
We do a general question.
Individual, just because Renard said that. Just because Renard said no, more and people,
life boring, guys.
Everybody that Renard has ever attacked in his lifetime, you have the opportunity right now.
Attack?
Use it. Well,
attack.
So have a blessed day. Thank you. It's
Renard
been 2.5
not tell nobody.
Stooges. Yeah, man, stay in denial. We can't press it pause now.
Wait, this not work.